Muting now. Always fun. Oh, there was something I needed to do with the audio here. Put the... What was it? The game sounds up? Yeah,
Not sure.
put the game sounds up. The master frame up. No
They're
music.
ready.
They are ready?
Cool.
Cool, let's go. Let's do this. Stream working fine. You'll say, oh, you have 7 viewers. Say what?
Hey.
That's more than 6. It's quite a decent amount.
Yeah, not bad.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hi, guys.
Hi, how's it going? Everyone okay? Yeah? Oh, that's good. Good to hear. And we're back for some ELSA Season 1 qualifiers. Meneer taking on GoG, Gods of Gaming, or GoG, as we will call them. And joining me is none other than 2.0.
Hey, Cappy.
Hey, bro.
Absolute pleasure to be here. I'm very excited for this evening.
Good, good. That's great. I hope the accommodation wasn't too bad where they put you up.
You know, it'll do.
It'll do.
Yeah.
No jokes. I worked a gig like a few months ago, and the accommodation we were at, the toilet was in the shower.
Okay.
It's an interesting time. It really teaches you how to multitask.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even have any words for
So
that.
just to put that out there. Anyway, Meneer vs GoG. I don't think we've casted any of these guys before. Relatively new players, but let's see what they can do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty interested. We see some bands coming out already. On the side of GoG, it's the Lone Druid, who is, which is an incredibly powerful hero in certain situations right now. And the Oracle on the side of Meneer. I mean, I feel like in this meta, tanky heroes and save are critical to winning. So yeah, I mean, obviously they're uncomfortable playing against the Oracle, or they know that GoG run it, and they get rid of it. Okay, I'm happy with that.
Fantastic.
Going back to the toilet and the shower scenario, like,
Yes,
you know what
yeah.
I will give it is that's time savings.
It's
That's
very
efficiency
time saving.
right there.
It's very time saving, but they don't provide enough towels or like things to clean yourself with.
Okay,
afterwards.
my next question was going to be, where does the toilet roll sit? Because if that gets wet, that's a
Oh,
disaster.
they didn't even give us toilet roll.
Oh,
You know, we had a supply our own. I don't think I actually used. I don't think I actually used that toilet. I couldn't do it.
This is actually too much information.
Sorry.
This is a PG stream, by the way.
No, I actually said no, it's not safe for kids on the stream link, so
okay.
it's really not. Because apparently if you say it's safe for kids, then it disables the live chat, and we know how like all 7 people love to use the live chat.
We love all 7 of you, by the way.
We love all 7. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for coming back.
Alright.
Invoker out in the first phase.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I feel like a position for Invoker, or even a good, Crosswix Invoker player mid, it can be quite useful. I would imagine that in banning that, they're looking to play some high-tempo Dota, and they don't want to be matched. And then a disruptive ban on the side of Meneer. In my opinion, top 3 supports at the moment. It provides catch. The Static Storm allows for so much setup. It's just so powerful.
So just checking quick if your push to talk is open.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mine wasn't. Sorry.
So I've been talking to myself again.
No. Yeah, you have, but it's fine. In the stream, they can hear us.
Okay,
My mom's loving the sound of my voice.
Oh my goodness, that toilet conversation is now so much more awkward.
Shadow Fred, I mean, this. I don't know if I know DGL starting. It actually started on the 2nd, so I'm not sure if any of these teams are involved in the Telkom DGL.
Well, we'll have to look that up.
Yeah,
I'm
we will
not
have
sure.
to do that.
Okay, Void Spirit and Shadow Fiend bands, both strong mids at the moment. I'm not 100% certain why they're banning a first phase, but let's have a look at the picks. Dazzle pickup. Alright. I don't hate the hero. I feel like it's quite situational though. We'll probably see something like a Husk or PL, something an ELSA, something that excels with that sort of save. That would be my guess.
Yeah, probably. It's so hard to like establish what's going to happen from just the first pick.
No, it is. But
Yeah.
I mean, you can speculate. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's always fun. We're like
Alright.
stockbrokers on Wall Street.
Alright, support duo picked up immediately by the side of Meneer. They have now shown both their supports, both quite squishy, but both have a lot of utility. And obviously, the first thing that stands out is the Grimstroke ulti with Lich ulti. You land that, that's a double Lich ulti with 2 heroes that are already bound. That's a lot of damage. I like it. Bold, brave. It's what we want to see.
Definitely with that paintbrush. That nasty, nasty paintbrush.
Yeah,
He's an interesting looking chap.
He is. Okay.
Axe Dazzle. Alright.
Alright.
I mean, I'm not a fan of like picking Axe into Dazzle. Obviously, Axe with Dazzle or Axe into Dazzle. Like we know Axe is not the natural mid game to late game counter to Dazzle because his Culling Blade and Pierce.
Early game he does get destroyed by the Dazzle. So what's nice about this combination, obviously, is you're ban picking the Axe, but what's also nice is they lane very well together, and having that ability to blink in, disable a whole bunch of heroes for 3 seconds, and then still be able to be saved out of it means you're not the sacrificial lamb. I like the pick. I like the lane if they are laning together. That is, nice draft so far.
Good stuff. Weaver out. Why the Weaver?
That's a great question. I have absolutely no idea.
Something that I don't like. I mean, what's Weaver good against?
Not much at the moment. No, I'm kidding. It's really good versus squishy supports. You effectively blow them up with the Weaver being able to put out a lot of damage early on and obviously having a lot of escape. It's okay. I would personally, if I was on the side of Meneer, be looking at banning things like the Puck, the Void Spirit, which they've already banned. They what? Okay.
Huskar.
Huskar ban. Obviously, we spoke about the Dazzle. That synergy is pretty great. They get rid of it immediately.
So nothing. There's nothing like seriously coming to mind here with this draft. I mean, really, we can tell on the side of Meneer, like that's gonna be your 4 and 5, obviously.
Yeah.
So,
with GoG, they've actually left it a little bit open to interpretation. Yeah.
Just because of the Dazzle.
Yeah, but we do know that the Axe will be position 3. What's nice here is if they use the Dazzle as position 5, they can get a real value position 4 pickup, and maybe something that'll burst down the enemy or the heroes of Meneer. And we spoke about the Puck already. That burst damage doing so much to squishy supports.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not just limited to that. It's like you can pick up a tiny that's also so much burst. Those supports are going to have a terrible time. And you can't get that combination right if you're dead, right?
No, it's hard to do anything when you're dead.
Yeah, pretty darn difficult. OD ban from the side of GoG. It's a good ban, especially with the Axe pickup. The Axe, obviously having the save with the Axe call, but more importantly, just dealing so much damage. The Axe can't deal with that. Armor means nothing over there.
That is true, but we won't have him in this game. Ricky out as well. I haven't seen Ricky carry much lately.
I think
it was
it's still
quite
good.
strong.
Yeah, I think it is still good. I think it's just dependent on the game. Ricky obviously having a terrible time in lane, and he needs babysitting supports, and they have that in the Dazzle. So maybe they think, okay, they could pick up the Ricky. We don't want to play against that. They've picked up 2 squishy supports that don't want to play against the Ricky. The Ricky's just going to, literally hunt in the backlines and destroy them. So nice ban. I don't hate it.
Yeah, 3rd pick for Meneer. Holocode. Sorry, I love this guy's name from GoG. Reefer Queefer. I don't know what this meant to mean. What's it?
How we let's just say hypothetically we wanted the stream to be PG. I don't know how we're supposed to do that with the Reefer Queefer.
I can't help him.
I'm not going to explain that.
I mean, they got a lot of double barrel name: Rolling Stoner, Vicky Vic, Super Saiyan, Reefer Queefer, and then Kushi.
I wonder what they do in their spare time aside from say Dodo. Anyway, so Timbersaw picked up on the side of Meneer. This being a really nice to lane against the Axe, and we'll probably see the side of Meneer trying to position their lanes in such a way that the Timber can lane versus the Axe. I mean, let's see what happens, but it's nice versus that. It's a bit of an awkward pickup in your 3rd pick. I mean, generally
Timber's very specific, isn't he? Like, you want him for certain drafts.
Yeah, so they've opened this up now. The OD is banned, though, which is the natural counter to the Timber, or the very hard counter. So maybe they feel confident in picking it up this early. Alright. Lina pickup. I think that's going to be a Lina position 4 personally. So it'll be a Lina Axe lane. That's a lot of harass. That's you know what? It's almost.
It's strong.
You almost want to say that Meneer can't pick up a melee core right now because that's not going to be a fun lane to be in.
So what's then open to them? I mean, they probably don't want to draw with this lineup. I don't think it's very good at all. Medusa's a bit too late with the Timber. The Timber's going to be taking a lot of farm if he does go into a core role.
Yeah. I don't actually hate the Medusa here. It's not terrible. It's tanky enough. It's got that decent sort of distance in lane, being the ranged hero, and obviously with the buffs. I mean that's movement slow on enemies with Mystic Snake, and the movement speed buff to Medusa during her ulti means that she is able to contribute more in the early game. So we might see it picked up here, but not right now. Right now, we'd leave the anti-mage pick open, and that's just not the best plan.
Not at all.
Nah. That being said, if they choose that route, we'll probably be seeing the mid lane pick now. But that's just obviously all assuming that they are going for the Medusa route.
Who is there? Oof, I can't even tell. I don't know any of these team players. So I'm not sure who's playing what.
Okay. Nor do I.
Yeah, it's okay. We're in the same boat here.
Exactly.
People can help us out. If anyone knows any of these guys.
Some interesting names on the side of Meneer. Spare. I think it's Spare.
Spare. Meneer, Spare. That's funny because they'll have a Meneer. Oh, they do go Drow. Okay.
Alright.
I didn't think they were going to go Drow.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's good versus the Axe in lane, I feel, but it's really bad versus the Axe late game. If the Axe is able to blink call that Drow, she's going to die every time. So,
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, but at least the laning phase won't be a complete abortion.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh my goodness, someone's going to...
And the hits just keep going.
Yes, they're just coming in tonight, brother. I hope you all have your cold beers and your Pull More Blues, because this is sort of where the way's heading. Fourth pick. I just feel Drow. Okay, Silencer. You a fan?
No.
No.
Next question.
give it to me straight, Doc. What's wrong with the Silencer?
So I really like the Silencer versus the Timber, and it allows GoG to have better team fights. My only concern here is that it's very squishy, and they've obviously, I would imagine they're going to be running it in a core position, which then allows Meneer to pick up something that's going to burst it down. So whilst it might not be a terrible pick here, I feel as though it should have been the last pick and not, fourth picked.
What do you mean? Meneer just respond by picking something that's in the face. I mean, Huskar's out though. Druid's out.
You don't need that. I mean, at this stage, they could even, if that's a mid, they could pick up a PA mid, to be perfectly honest. It wouldn't be terrible. Anything that does a lot of burst damage. Obviously, spellcast is not the most ideal scenario. Let's see how many respond.
I'd like GoG to actually pick up the juicer.
Why?
So Meneer don't get it. That's as far as my reasoning went.
Alright. After all that thinking and all that math and carrying
all that
one,
quick math, bro.
Yeah, cool. Just so that
okay, that is a bad pick for GoG, just because of Timber and Drow.
I mean, it's not terrible, I guess. They've got the Dazzle save, they've got the frontliner in the Axe. GoG could. There's the PA ban. We did speak about it potentially being picked up.
Yeah, their mid lane is gonna have to provide. They have damage. They definitely have damage. I don't think they have enough frontline. Like Axe can't hope to survive against Timber, Drow, Grimstroke, Lich by himself.
But it's not just that. So you need to have a look at the idea of softcore initiation and hardcore initiation. Hardcore initiation being your blink buy that mid game is able to get in there. But pre that point, you need something to close the gap, something that's able to get on top of other heroes. So it would be nice to see if they pick up a softcore initiation hero here. If I mean, it's going to be on the carry, so it's a little bit difficult. But anything with the stun, I mean, a Chaos Knight might not be terrible here, although it gets destroyed by the Timber. And the Lich, actually. I'm actually struggling to think of things that could work here.
Radiant team pick.
Monkey King?
Monkey
This is a
King.
mid-silencer?
Well, that's softcore initiation enough for you.
So
Alright.
the Monkey King was going against the Timbersaw, I assume.
No, it's pretty much an even matchup. I guess it all falls down to who gets the first blood. But the reactive armor stacks actually help you through the Jingyu mastery stacks. And with such high armor, the Monkey King's not able to do that much. And what the Timber's able to do is with the Whirling Death constantly harass the Monkey King. And that's if the lane is going well. If not, he can just Timber chain away. Alright, and a Wind Ranger pickup on the side of Meneer. Well, there's your answer to the silencer. The Wind Ranger's able to get on top of him, ulti him, and even if the silencer's at that point, he's dead. Okay.
Alright, GoG vs Meneer. Drafts are done for game 1. This is a best of 2, just 2 games. We're still in the Swiss round, the early stages, so points are just counted per win. And the top 4 teams from each group, there's 2 groups, will go through and play in the quarterfinals later on in the month.
Alright, quick predictions, Cappy. Who are you backing here?
Just because I haven't seen, I'm going to have to go off draft here.
Yep.
I'm really feeling Meneer's draft.
I'm feeling GOG's draft. I think also it's the way that they pick those heroes, and they seem quite confident. I'm gonna go with GOG, and I believe it's the Monkey King that's the deciding factor there. That's able to close the gap onto the Drow. That's able to get on top of things, even if he's Grimstroke ulti, he's able to ulti and disengage. I like it. I'm gonna go with GOG. Let's see what happens.
Also 1-1 split then. Who's gonna take this first game?
Yeah. 50-50.
50-50, boys and girls. And whatever, you have to say the other things. Non-binary, grey-gendered, never mind.
Yeah. Autosexual.
Okay, Shasso Phoenix, can I call him... Can I call him... Okay. You're ruining my mojo here, man.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Trying to get this going. Timber, Shasso Phoenix. Okay, that sounds cool. Shasso.
I have the camera, Cappy.
You have the camera.
Easy breezy.
Do you?
Do you have the camera?
I'm pretty sure I ticked it. What's going on in the stream here? Let's have a look. That's me.
Okay, then I have a map bug. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problemo. Reefer Queefer and Vicky Vic. I really like these double barrel names. It's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. Probably a standard setup. Yeah, it does look like the Monkey King is going to go mid. What is Monkey King's name again? Wukong. Shan Wukong or something like that. He is actually, if you read Chinese folklore, he's an actual character in them. There was a good movie called
He's
The
a god.
Forgotten Kingdom. He's a god. He is he's almost a god. He's immortal, but he's not part of the gods. They accidentally gave him like the elixir of immortality.
Yeah.
To start off, will be Phoenix and Spare. Up against Kushi and Super Saiyan. I feel that the Timbersaw Grimstroke lane will be much stronger than the Silencer Dazzle lane.
Yeah. So that's a safe lane silencer.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Immediately, Inkswell. Placed up, they secure the rune. There's 2 bounties for Meneer so far. Super Saiyan losing a lot of HP, but he will be okay. Vicky Vic though losing far more than Super Saiyan. It will be the first blood in the bottom lane.
Another trial blood.
You did mention Drow against Axe. Very good for Drow.
Yep.
Lives on.
It's such an awkward lane, Cappy. You want to be running at a Drow and be on top of her, but at the same time, by the time you get there, it's quite low HP, and then you have to make that decision of, do I run away or do I continue and potentially die? Either way, you're dead. Highly frustrating.
So you thought the Silencer was going mid, but now it's the Monkey King going mid. Is this better for Holocode?
No. Oh, for Holocode, yes, absolutely. This is great for Holocode. it's a really nice matchup. Obviously, the Monkey King cannot get stacks up. Wind Ranger just uses Wind Run, and she gets away pretty easily. You can already see a level advantage here on the side of Holocode. Not much to read into right now, but yeah, I expect Holocode to come out very strongly here.
Still early stages. Odyssey just throwing those frost arrows at Vicky Vic. He doesn't have enough regen. He's only got 3 tangles left. He's got the boots though, which is a good pick against a hero like Drow, I would think, as a melee core. Jack-Jacks. Double barrel names everywhere tonight. Jack-Jacks taking
Odyssey being the odd one out here.
Mm-hmm. Odyssey and who's the other guy? Kushi.
Mr. Spare.
Mr. Spare Kushi. Just the black sheep of their teams, respective teams. A Spare on that Grimstroke, dealing up damage, puts the Inkswell on his teammate Phoenix, who goes forward, gets this Whirling Death, and they bring down Silencer. GoG losing Kushi in that top lane.
You should have known.
Nicely done, yeah, you should have known better. Timber's not something you, like, when it's level 2, it's very scary, especially as a Silencer who doesn't have any movement speed, or any stick even, to protect himself against him.
Yeah. I do expect that it's going to become a little bit easier for the Silencer as he gets a bit more levels in farm. He can obviously stack up those intel stacks onto the Timber, and the Glaives obviously being pure damage, which goes right through the Timber's armor. But for the time being, this lane is going to be very, very difficult.
Bottom lane, Odyssey gets a kill on Vicky Vic's axe. They kill him off again. That's 2 deaths in the space of 2.5 minutes on the off lane. Pumping out that multi-shot. Nasty ability, that. Do you prefer it compared to... It used to be that precision aura.
Yeah, I do prefer it. I feel like it makes Drow a far more viable carry and not just something you put in the safe lane to buff your other cores. Yeah, I think it makes her a lot stronger. We don't see it a lot in pro games, but it doesn't make it any less strong in my opinion.
Odyssey, it's so nice having this Frost Armor help. Reaper Queefer finding that out to his disdain, or her disdain. Takes a Frost Blast. Probably will be okay. There's too much creep aggro onto Jack-Jacks, preventing him from following up with any more damage.
Yeah, I don't particularly like this lane, this Odyssey and Jack-Jack's lane. But I think it works out well with the against Axe, because they're able to cut him. He's not able to get on top of either of them. But usually you'd see a Lich pairing with a melee core. Top lane.
Yeah,
oh
he does fall down. He gets the double man Inkswell, the stun, but came a bit too far forward. Took aggro, did Sphere. Creep aggro, and it helped to kill him off. It's fine, Timber's happy to soak up that XP. Solo XP, he loves that. They should probably just leave him from level 4 or 5. I feel he won't die, as long as he has a point in Timber Chain.
Yeah.
I do love this hero. I think it's so much fun.
It's super good. It is dependent on snowballing.
Yeah.
Though. I feel if he's behind, it makes life very, very difficult. But if he's ahead, he's just unkillable. That's basically the point of the story.
Yeah, very dependent on draft.
Cane Rune on the Monkey King.
Is that useful? I guess you can bound a strike as much as you know, every now and then. Not
very
a
useful at
big
all.
cooldown. Oh, I actually thought the cooldown scaled on bounded strike. I don't know, it didn't.
No, it's constant. I think it's more important that the Wind Ranger didn't get it, and that's why he committed leaving the lane to pick it up.
True, the Holocode is really doing well on the CS front.
Yeah.
Denies and lost hits. So getting some good net with her. 5-minute runes are about to spawn, the bounty runes.
And it's that double melt talisman on the Wind Ranger. She's now outputting 75 base damage, which is enough to be able to last hit on a tower to compete with the Monkey King. Yes, the Monkey King has more, but it's not that much of a difference.
Looks like Meneer want to make a move onto Vicky Vic. They do the Frost Blast, followed by the multi-shot. Jack-Jacks with the Frost Shield. Is it in range? He actually takes too much time. It's fine. The auto attack finds the kill. I thought he was worried. I was a bit worried there. I thought the Frost Shield, he stopped to auto attack and stopped chasing down Axe, but it's enough to get the kill. So that's 3 deaths on this offlane Axe so far.
Yeah,
Not great for GoG. Double man stroke of fate from Spare. It helps that the Timbersaw finds some movement and some space to initiate. He has 1 point in the Timber Chain now. Whirling Death, Chakram, Inkswell onto Shasso Phoenix. They get the stun into Silence. Akushi will be brought down almost instantly, losing all those stats from Whirling Death. Timbersaw quite damn strong. He's got 12 reactive armor stacks. I don't think Dazzle's going to kill him. There is a poison touch on him, slowly bringing him down, but Spear doesn't care. His support there to say, listen, mates, I'm still here to help you out. I'm going to get the double kill in this top lane.
Yeah, really well played by Meneer there. Shasso Phoenix and Spear really capitalizing on that lane, and as a Timber, you generally want to be, or you generally be a little bit cautious with the Arcane Curse. Obviously, spamming out spells and taking damage and being slowed. Bot lane,
Odyssey gets called by Vicky Vic in his jungle beyond the tower, the tier 1. While his support is caught up chasing down Reefer Queefer, probably will get the kill here. Solo, yeah, looks like he will. Jack's racking himself up some nice net worth and XP.
Yeah,
as the
very nice.
5 Lich.
That's 4 kills in the bot lane now for the side of Meneer. That's pretty amazing. Going back to the Silence and Timber matchup, most people would be pretty cautious with the Arcane Curse as you're spamming out spells with the Timbersaw. But these guys are being aggressive, making sure that they get the kills before any real damage can be done to the Timber. It's really well played.
And this Timber's getting bigger. He's level 5 now. He's got 3 points in the reactive armor. I honestly think they can leave him to solo. He just needs to get himself
mid lane. Looks like Rolling Stone is down.
Oh, I didn't see that. He got the focus fire off.
Yeah. And what's more important is the Monkey King can't get those stacks off, so he can't regen the health. And Wind Range is so good versus Monkey King lane. Well played to Holocode though. He gets the Javelin, gets the ulti off, and gets the kill.
Phoenix got the salve up. Back into this top lane. Looks like Sphere will leave him alone. Maybe stack some camps. Hey, sorry Mr. Reefer Queefer, but Dragon Slave does not affect couriers.
Nice try.
Nice try, yeah. Unfortunately, spells do not
10 out of
affect
10
couriers.
for efforts.
Yeah. Maybe he was just doing it to keep his stacks up, but I don't think so. There's 18 reactive armor stacks of this Timbersaw. And like Silencer, as much as he gets the bonus damage from his Glaives of Wisdom, it's... Timber's all too happy to eat that up.
Yep. Not worried at this point in time.
Yeah, Jax has made a move mid. Difficult. Got the 1 point in Sinister Gaze. Holocode with the haste rune. Takes a few licks from Rolling Stoner and so goes back mid. We'll see if the Lich wants to stick around. Drow is soloing so far, is level 6, doing a lot of work by herself. She's 2 levels above each of the GoG players in that offlane.
Top lane.
There we go.
Like
Mid lane as well.
A Dazzle disappear.
There, Sinister Gaze comes off. Rolling Stoner goes down. So does Super Saiyan. With the help from Grimstroke and Phoenix coming forward. They're not quite done yet. Silencer, he thinks his tower's going to protect him. It's not the case. Chakra Mount followed by the Phantom's Embrace. This is nothing to keep him alive. No TPs in either. Meneer really having a good start to this game one. 6k net worth lead at 9 minutes in. They get another kill bottom solo. With sorry, not solo. Jax came again. This is literally doing some good work, some good rotations. Helping his team get those early kills.
Yep. Across the board here, it looks like Meneer are winning all of their lanes. It's really nice to see, and they're playing it so well. It's more a case of how they are outplaying outplaying GoG right now. Looks like my predictions might be wrong here, Cappy.
They could be. We have to see though. There's still a lot of Dota to play.
There's loads of Dota to play. Just
Rolling Stoner. He wants to play. Yeah, just a little bit. He wants to play with Timbersaw, which is not great, as you mentioned, for Monkey King. And they don't really have a lockdown. Boundless Strike already used, but he has Chakram up again. Sorry, the silence there. I think there was a last word cast, but it's already been purged off. Spares in now. He gets the last right click, brings down Super Saiyan's Dazzle. Phantom Brace returns to him. And that rotation completely nullified. Worked out in the opponent's favor. With Meneer picking up a support kill. Holocog goes for the regen. He loves that. Maybe he'll make a move with it. Yeah, he might do. There's Alina. A Reefer Queefer. Top lane. Sphere gets another kill on Kushi with the help of his Timbersaw. That top lane just going exactly how Meneer wanted to go. Sphere, Sinister Gaze and the Rolling Stoner, followed by the... sorry, what do you call that spell? Shackle Shot! Completely slipped my mind. They bring down this Monkey King, and Reaver Queefer now with the Orb of Urn of Shadows on him. And the power shot, level 4, rips through Lina.
Oof.
Meneer is starting to run away with this game a little bit.
Yeah. It's looking pretty dire for the side of GoG here. They're going to have to recoup almost total at this stage of the game already. They need that blink on the axe, and they need to be looking for kills off the back of that. Doesn't look like he's going the blink dagger right now.
Even if we look at the net worth, Meneer's cores are all 1k up above this Monkey King, who's leading for GoG. Scary stuff. Maelstrom almost finished on Holocode. Drow's a slow farm, isn't she?
I wouldn't say that she's slow. Once she hits 6, she's actually pretty quick. And with that ulti, the marksmanship doing a bit of extra damage, she farms incredibly quickly. Not only that, she can take stacks with the multi-shots. I would say she's a very fast farmer. It's not anti-mage levels, but it's quick.
It's quick enough.
Yeah.
All they need. Dragonlance finished. On Odyssey. Jack, so I gotta say, this Lich has played incredibly well. Jack's making hectic rotations. He's even just farming this camp by the tier 1 mid.
Yeah, big fan of his movements, and you can see by the kills in various lanes that he's really doing a lot of work.
Interesting, he's maxed Frost Blast as opposed to Frost Shield. Frost Armor.
Well, we did speak about the melee range interaction with Lich, and I think that the reason behind that is probably that, you know, she doesn't really need the Frost Shield as the Jar's sitting back the whole time.
Bottom lane, big rotation from Meneer. They throw out the Frost Blast. Shadowgrave comes out onto Reaver Queefer though. Nicely done, keeps her alive for a little bit extra. Axe will fall, Dazzle will fall, and so does the Lina. Both supports down on the side of GoG. It's good Frost, it was a good Shallow Grave, but the DD on Holocode, that's a bit difficult to deal with. She got the Maelstrom up. 12 minutes in.
Load of damage.
It's a lot. There's a lot going on. Hits for a casual 210. 220, sorry. 13 minutes in. 11k net worth lead. It's 18-1 so far in favor of Meneer kills-wise. And they're going to make a move onto Rolling Stone at 2. Shackle Shot comes out, doesn't find the Larget in the back. They're going to use the Global Silence. I don't think it's going to help because he's already got the Focus Fire down. Super Saiyan TP's in to maybe supply his carry with a Shallow Grave, but he's just not there in time.
Yeah, it feels like GoG's like a step behind. Even these rotations are coming in just that second too late, and they're hemorrhaging as a result. A lot of kills going the way of Meneer, and this is making the game very difficult for GoG right
I think it's a lack of focus. GoG, Vic falls again. That's, how many deaths is that on Axe? 4 deaths. On the offlane Axe, he's got nothing. He's got Tranquils and a Helm of Iron Will. Meanwhile, Spare gets the Inkswell off, trying to make some work onto Kushi, but he's got 3 GoG players running after him. They do miss the Dragon Slave. Super Saiyan realizing he will have to back off because Holocode's right there. Doesn't have the focus fire, but probably won't need it. Could definitely nuke down a support with that power shot, shackle shot combo.
Alright, so they've got 3 rotating into bot. Let's see if GoG can do something here. Still no blink on the axe.
There's nothing though. I mean, Jack's detected them already, so he's just going to try to disengage. Actually turns around with the Frost Shield. He needs Odyssey to help him. Throws up the Frost Blast. It's going to be quite big. Brings out Monkey King instantly. Vic tries to go for the duck. The Shallow Grave there to keep him alive. However, Phantom's Embrace now on Dazzle. It's a little bit too late, but I think this axe will fall as Drow cleans up Kushi's Silencer. Meneer just on top of things right now. Holocode will get the kill onto GoG's Reaver Queefer too. The Lina dying mid lane solo. Dazzle tries to buy a little bit more time, but essentially he's just feeding kills. Odyssey getting quite big, this Drow Ranger. That's a 5-man wipe at 14.5 minutes into this game. 16k net worth. Oh,
yeah,
I think this is...
rotation, and I think it comes down to item timings and their power spikes. The axe is only level 6, there's no blink dagger, they have no way to initiate. And as you said, they get spotted out by the Lich. Many are able to respond, set up, and take that fight convincingly.
It's weird, they actually want to make a big move onto Phoenix here, but this is not going to be worth it. I feel that Timbersaw could solo kill all 4 of these heroes.
I don't know about solo kill, but I do expect him to survive. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, no, never mind. Walks into another say. Reefer Queefer positioned up on the high ground. Missed the first one, get the second one. The Laguna Blade does a little bit of damage, hardly anything. There's 24 stacks of armor on this Timbersaw right now. Does get called back in, taunted. I think they will actually bring him down. He gets one more whirling death off with the silencer. With the Glaives of Wisdom doing so much damage. I really overestimated how much work that Timber could do. I thought he'd be much more aggressive though, to be honest.
I think it's a little bit difficult as they've got quite a lot of lockdown. And quite a lot of magic damage. What's important to note is how much they committed just to be able to kill that Timber. That's a 5-man rotation. That's LSA committed. That's an axe call. That's you know, every one of Silence's spells. It's Boundless Strike. Yeah, it's that's a lot just for one hero.
What scares me though is that if you look at the net worth chart, all 5 heroes of Meneer are above GoG. All of their heroes.
Yeah,
It's a green-red split on my left-hand side of my screen.
I see the same thing. It's not an illusion, I promise.
It's not just real. It's very real. Rolling Stoner don't even have the Echo Saber yet. He doesn't even have a point in Primal Spring.
Oh boy.
GoG gonna have to make some serious changes in this game. Don't have any hope of maybe like even scraping back some form of win. As Phoenix now, he's got himself the Pipe of Insight. Soak up a lot of the damage that Lina, Dazzle and Silencer are outputting. It just makes him all the more tanky.
Yeah. Very, very nice pickup, by the way. I like that a lot. You can probably expect the Timber to be getting something along the lines of a Halberd next. I know he's going Lotus Orb. Also very good here.
Ooh. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, you're versus Silencer. Someone in the team's going to have to pick up the Lotus.
Just armor regen, you know. You never say no to that.
It is a Timber's wet dream.
You ever rushed Lotus Orb in your time playing offlane?
Yeah, absolutely. On a Timber, mostly. Otherwise, not really. I just feel like it offers everything that a Timber might need. So if there's a silence in the team and there's not too much magic damage or too much physical damage, it's a bit of a blend, pick up the Lotus.
Spare. He's almost got a Veil. Veil with double null talisman. On your Grimstroke, position of 4.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's quite a lot of damage coming out early on. 20,000 gold net worth lead in favor of Meneer right now, and the charts just keep climbing steadily in their favor.
I think it also has to do with the fact that GoG are rolling around as 5, which means that they are losing XP and losing potential farm. I'm not sure what they're doing right now.
They just give up. I feel like I'm watching them make moves, and it doesn't feel like there's any purpose behind them.
Yeah.
It just seems like let's go as 5 and see if we can get a kill.
Yeah, they need to reach their items to be able to do anything, and it seems like they're quite far away. It looks like he is saving for Blink Dagger. He's got 1.2k now.
Tier 2 mid, going to be pressured by Meneer. They're all here, 4 of them. There's a DD on Odyssey. That tower should fall relatively quickly. There is a fortification available. They're going to use it. The Shackle Shot onto Vicky. Vic and the Phantom's Embrace follow quite behind. They need to bring down X quite quickly if they want to go for the kill spare. Pops the Inkswell. Doesn't find any of GoG's heroes, but there we go. There's the Soulbind. Finds 2. Shallowgrave does come out. Monkey King tries to go for a play in the backline with the Wukong's command, but is instantly nuked down as Meneer just spread forward and desiccate GoG once again. A 5-man wipe, losing only the Grimstroke. And that tier 2 will fall too. Phoenix just so damn tanky, happy to sit and soak up the tower damage. He doesn't have a care in the world.
Yeah, really well played by Meneer. And I think it comes down to catching that axe out. That's what they do initially, and pretty much all of GoG's team fight is just taken away right there.
And it's straight into Roshan for Meneer. No time wasted. Objectives. I mean, there's no minus armor, but they don't need it.
Nah, there's so much damage coming out from the draft. They're going to deal with this pretty quickly. Focus fire not even required by the Wind Ranger.
This Wind Raider has a Monkey King bar as well.
Yeah, just casually.
Casually?
Yeah.
Pre 20 minutes?
That's cool.
Wow.
I find that to be an interesting choice here, though. There's nothing by the way of evasion on the side of GoG. Maybe just a personal preference after the Maelstrom. I think personally I would probably have gone Blink if they're this far ahead. But yeah, so much damage right now. Unless they stun like this, Wind Ranger, she's just gonna blow everything up.
Super Saiyan gets Grave Wolf on himself, goes for the TP play out. There is no way to stop. No stun, no Yules, nothing to prevent the teleportation in the face of Meneer. Meanwhile, running Stoner, he's found himself a Lich. Does get glimpsed behind, Soulbind thrown out by Spare. And Phantom's Embrace, they might actually want to turn this. There is a Chain Frost available to this Lich. However, Lina and Monkey King not grouping up together. That doesn't really matter because they're going to get a kill 2 Odysseys there with the multi-shot. That's a double kill for Meneer. I think GoG were hoping for more there. It's just they're so far behind by now. They can't even kill the supports.
Yeah, it's just indicative of the position of the game in that even if you're in the right position, you take the right fights, you're still losing it because you're just so far behind. This is a very difficult game for GoG to bring back.
Yep, tier 2 top will fall. 28,000 net worth lead. Axe, Vicky Vic, he's still got nothing. He's had Tranquils and a Hull of Iron Will for 10 minutes. It's a bit of a problem. Oh, Kushi. Oh, Kushi, you don't want to be there. And you drop the Global Silence for that. I think they've given up.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know if you drop Global Silence like that. You know you're going to die. You much rather hold on to it. He's up again in 20 seconds, you know.
And the Axe has bought sentries just before his Blink Dagger. I mean, he's so close to it. That's
Is
an
support's
odd
not
decision
buying
to
them?
make. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Odyssey, he's got the Manta too. Not much they can do to bring him down. Super Saiyan just disappears.
Wait.
He goes a little bit too far forward and found a Drow Ranger, which is not the happiest position you want to be in. While Phoenix just soaks up this damaged bottom, doesn't have any stacks on him, probably doesn't need them. Throws the Chakram out with the Wachimba Chain. Axe nuked down to about 5% HP. He can't even get a call off for bonus armor. The Stroke of Fate just cleans him up off the map with the Soulbind. The double Chain Frost. Meneer just getting all the wombo combos down, and GG is called by GoG.
Whoa.
That is
very
game.
pretty to watch.
22 minutes in. That was awesome. Yeah, that was very cool.
Alright, first game taken by Meneer. Well played.
Well
Steph.
done. Hey, fellas, we're going to go for a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be right back for the second game. Last one of the night.
Alright, see you guys then.
Yeah. I think they keep cancelling the good game thing. I don't think their team's happy.
There we go.
We are live. Well, audio is live again. For Game 2, GoG vs Meneer, this is the ELSA Esports League South Africa Season 1 qualifiers, the group stages. Meneer taking a very convincing win in that first game of this best of two. Or just two games. I don't think we call it a best of two. Matt, I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, so it's not a best of two.
It's just two games. Just two games.
It's just two games. But if you're asking for my thoughts on the previous game, definitely a disparity in skill level. I feel Meneer coming out very, very, very strong in that first game, and I mean we saw that some highlights would be the entire Meneer's team being ahead in the net worth graph. Yeah. So let's see if GoG can respond here. I don't believe that they were outdrafted, not too severely in the first game.
It did seem like there were maybe some communication errors or some angst in GoG. They were doing some weird things on that map.
Yeah, I think it was also a case of the lane matchups not being exactly what they needed. But let's hope that they can get some sort of unity going with purpose in terms of objectives and rotations. Something a bit more than the previous game is what we'd like to see.
So Husker Oracle straight up banned. You think Meneer are running a comfort draft? They had a very good first game, so they might just run something that they've done before a lot.
I think when it comes to a situation like this, it's more about trying new things. We do see them ban out the Oracle, the same as the previous game. They ban, or differently now, they ban the Husker, which means we might see a TA pickup or something that a Husker hard counters. But they're getting rid of it early and making sure that GoG can't cheese in this game.
Yeah. Jax had a fantastic game, the pos 5 for Meneer last time on that Lich.
Yeah, and same with Spare as well. Really well played by both of them. Utilizing their space while making good rotations, and on that Grimstroke in particular, it was nice to see Spare being aggressive on a hero that isn't always necessarily aggressive.
Consider just sit back and wait for the spells to come out. They banned Slaughter finally. Someone banned it. No one picked it up last game. Oh no, they did ban it last game, but it was second phase.
Yeah, and there's the disruptor ban. I like it. Good work, GoG. Get rid of that. Unless you're gonna pick it.
You don't like it either. It's way too strong.
It's way too strong right now.
First pick for Meneer.
Oh, I'm excited. I know I've said it before, but this is definitely my favorite part of Dota is the drafting phase.
It's like a puzzle.
It is. It's 100% like a puzzle. And it's just who puts it together the best.
And sorry, no, this is moving silly. I just want to bring attention to those rusks waving in the wind. On the side of Meneer.
Yeah, I mean, we all like rusks. I don't know what more to say about that.
They like it more than we do.
Yeah. Maybe it's a metaphor that we're not familiar with, and it's an inside joke.
There's some inside joke about rusks. What's the best you could come up with for rusks, though? There's not much. They're going to take the Lich again. Fair enough. Did well last time.
In high school, we used to call rusks guys that had failed a year. And
no way.
Than the rest. Yeah, they were called rusks.
They were called rusks. We had a Ricket Brigade.
A Ricket Brigade?
Yeah, so it was like everyone who was considered, lanky and skinny, and their puberty hadn't hidden, and they just didn't invest in a gym membership. So they had rickets apparently.
And were they all friends that you could call them rickety brigade? They hang out together.
No,
so
they
you
didn't.
could spot them from really far away because they were tall. You'd be like, "There's a rickety brigade."
You just see this unimposing mob of boys walk towards you, and you go, "Well, they're either here for the math competition or they're gonna go join the chess club." That's about as. That's the best we can hope from them.
So mean.
I think I was part of the Ricket Brigade, so it's okay.
Okay, cool.
No,
just high school things.
Just high school things, high school things, guys. Okay. Snapfire. Okay, let's talk about the draft. Sorry, yes.
Okay, yeah, we're getting distracted here. So we need to pick up Snapfire and Lich. Obviously, very strong supports in the current meta. Snapfire did get a bit of a nerf, but I mean, we see it all the time in pro games. It is just so strong, so much damage output, so much utility. You can almost build anything on that hero, and it's going to be impactful. We see GoG pick up the Grimstroke now and Ogre, so they've switched up their support duo in the same way that Meneer have. yeah, I mean the Grimstroke having that BKB piercing ultimate, very strong, and they've coupled it with an ogre. I mean, double multicast on heroes sounds pretty good to me. I like how stable both of these support duos are. Also, again, interesting that they both pick up the support duos in the first phase, but I mean, it's up to them.
I gotta say, I do like how cute this Mortimer looks. Snappfire's
Little dragon.
little dragon thing, whatever it is.
Yeah. I think Mortimer is the lady and Snapfire is the dragon.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you'd probably call it. Imagine like calling your cat Terry, and then the owner's called Bubbles. You know, it's just a bit confusing.
I love the analogy. Very cool.
Another drow.
Okay, so GoG going for Meneer's draft in the previous game, it would seem. With the only exception being the ogre instead of the lich. Maybe they're memeing, I'm not sure. Maybe they have something in mind. We'll just have to see how the draft pans out.
Yeah, I haven't seen much drow in this also so far.
Well, now we've seen 2 games of it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, or we're about to see our second.
Yeah, about to see us sick.
Admiral Concar.
Always cool.
Kunkka pickup. Yeah, I like the Kunkka. I like that it can be position 2 or 3. I think in this scenario we're probably going to see it played in position 3. Natural halberd carrier. They now have quite a bit of catch for the Drow Ranger. Yeah, it's decent. Laning phase might be a little bit awkward with the Kunkka taking quite a bit of damage, but if he can sustain through that, then you know he's golden.
And what a versatile pick. Quite open.
I wouldn't say it's super versatile, but definitely position 2 or 3, no problem. Okay. I'm slightly confused by GoG's draft. Sorry for the...
The Juggernaut, what's the issue here?
Okay, so they've got 2
What
position
isn't the
1s
issue here?
What isn't the issue? No, there's just issues.
You sound like my psychologist. What?
God, Lone Druid pickup. Lone Druid being super good with both the Drow Ranger and Juggernaut. This is looking like an incredible Lone Druid game. And they're going to hit an early tempo, which I don't think GoG will be able to match currently as the draft stands. So Juggernaut and Drow are both very farm-intensive heroes, both ideal in the safe lane. I'm not sure, maybe they're planning running a Drow mid, but the problem is if they run that Lone Druid mid, the Drow is going to have an absolutely terrible time.
Okay.
Yeah, so lane-wise, it's not ideal. Team composition-wise, also not ideal. And you can't really run either of those two in the off lane. They're going to, yeah, they're going to struggle a bit. A lot. They're going to struggle a lot.
Well, Venom onto band.
Venom
Weird one. I think that's weird.
I think that is strange. I would
Who plays
expect,
Veno?
Yeah, and it's not exactly a.
I mean, you got a jug. Also, you got a jug against it. You got an ogre against it. It's really not too.
Yeah, I would have maybe preferred to see instead of that Juggernaut pick a Monkey King pick.
Yeah,
And
they
then lane the
probably
Monkey King
want
versus the
Templar
Kunkka.
Assassin.
Maybe. Probably. But then that's GoG's draft is just too greedy. They're never going to come along. Okay, so it's a safe lane Lone Druid, off lane Kunkka, and mid lane Shadow Fiend.
No, there it is.
And a mid lane TA.
Well, okay,
Okay.
not great. You want to break this down? Why the TA is a problem? Too greedy?
It's just too greedy. That's all. The TA lane's fine versus the SF, but if you look at the tempo from Meneer's side, they're going to get in line a lot sooner than GoG, and with those heroes on the side of GoG, they are, yeah, they need items. I mean, that's an off lane draw. The Lone Druid is going to eat her for breakfast, in my opinion.
Doesn't this druid with this particular set look a little bit like Liam Neeson?
It looks like a Viking Liam Neeson.
The
You're right.
Viking, it's, you know.
A very cool Viking.
Very cool.
Slightly short Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson did a
Yeah.
good movie like Dodo did. He would be alright.
I think you'd be pretty great.
Wait,
Oh,
GoG
goodness.
versus Meneer. Second game for the evening. The final game between these two teams for tonight for this group stage. And yeah, GoG have a lot to prove. They got a lot to work in this draft. 2.0 just illustrated how much work they have to do.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I think, irrespective of what happened in the previous game, I'll go with Meneer's draft. It's far better rounded. It has answers to GoG. Yeah, I think that this might be a little bit of a rollover for the side of Meneer. Any thoughts, Gappy?
No,
You're
I'm
gonna
pretty
go
much.
with GoG or
I'm
Meneer?
going to go with Meneer. Yeah, just
Okay.
from watching the previous game and their draft is once again, I think it's better.
Yeah.
From
Agreed.
rounded, as you mentioned, you win in the draft. You know, if only everyone learned this.
Please tell all the people in
Sure.
my rank.
Yeah,
game.
please tell. Too many times have we seen offlane Phantom Assassin. What's some of the horrible things you've ended up with?
Oof. I've
Offlane
had
Medusa was a thing for a while. I remember that.
No, but I don't remember that because it was never a thing. that is a terrible idea.
I'm just telling you what I saw, bro.
I've seen Snapfire carries. also,
Sapphire
I mean,
carries.
You have to get to level 25 in that hero to be able to do anything. It is complete garbage as a position 1. So
Please stop
yeah,
picking it.
Please.
Like,
It's not a safe laner.
Your admiral is
just
on
listen
board.
to us. Just listen to us.
Just trust me.
Trust me. Both teams. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a normal rune thing. There's no like 5-man smoke, so we sometimes see. This is just standard.
Yep.
Standard laning.
Nothing too much. Nothing to write home about here. We do see Jacks on the Lich in the bottom lane now,
That's
which
cool.
is quite cool. And
It works with
Spare
Kunko. I
playing-
like that. You
Yeah.
got the catch and you just slow him down and you.
Yep, I like that switch up. And Spare on the Snapfire with the lone druid in the safe lane. Those are good lanes.
Who does get it? It's gonna be Phoenix. Picks it up with the Blade Fury from Rolling Stone already. They're looking for the first blood. Vic, he doesn't have a Stroke of Fate for a while. So Phoenix will be fine. Kuka will just pop the salve. That's already a salve down, so I guess you got some value out of that trade for GoG.
It's okay, except that Meneer got all 4 bounties. So I feel like that's a net win for Meneer there.
I see that now. Never mind. Mid lane, you said TA does lane very well against the Shadow Friend?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I am not the best mid player in the world, but I like the matchup. It's quite strong.
What is it, the minus armor?
No, it's more
damage.
that your refraction stops those nasty razors. And you're also able to do damage and out damage the SF pretty much throughout the laning phase. It's pretty good.
Top lane, Reaper Quifa. We'll actually be playing, the safe lane, the POS won this game. She was the Lena last time. Throws out a multi-shot. Mr. Spare, Meneer Spare. Drops quite low, got an ignite on him too. Ogre Magi, we know just one of those heroes that currently as a support do so much damage and just offers so much tank into the lane, so much lane winning presence. Bottom lane though, sorry, missed that. Rolling Stoner picks up the kill into Jacks. Must have been a Blade Fury used.
It was.
Shass is back. Shasso Phoenix. Oh, TA losing a lot of HP mid. Gonna try one man versus Holocaust. The Fallen, who's gonna win it? The Refraction Charge is gonna let her get the kill. Just in time. Very nicely done by the Fallen. That is a replacement. He wasn't in the last game. Or she wasn't in the last game.
Yeah.
Odyssey. This is why we see, I think they put Jacks with Odyssey, because he's just putting Frost Shield on this bear, which is letting them run down GoG's players. Ogre Magi, usually be considered a tanky hero, is going to be rooted up as well, and the last right click from Druid gets him Odyssey. Going for the kill to Reaper Quifa now too, pops the Fairy Fire, realizes she is in a lot of trouble. That's a double kill for this lone Druid. Great start for Meneer in this top lane.
Yeah, we did say this is a great lone druid game, and he's gonna have a lot of fun here.
So, Frost Shield onto bear, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. I thought
didn't
the
think of that.
Snapfire would be better with the Fortune's Cookie on the bear, but yeah, turns out the Lich Lone Druid combo is even better.
Never thought of that. Ever. For some reason. Top lane, just gonna get these creeps run past the tower, get that extra bit of XP for GoG. The Meneer already doing a little bit of chip to the tower. They put the frost shield on the bear again. Let's call him, he's a panda this game. Still a bear, but a cuter looking one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why pandas are going extinct?
I don't, Cappy. I don't like
It's because they're actually just lazy animals. They are bears. They're meant to eat like meat, but they eat spares. That's what they do. GoG eats that spare. No, they're too lazy to reproduce.
That's crazy. Imagine dying out just because you're too lazy.
They're too lazy to have at it with each other, and they're meant to eat meat and stuff, but they're too lazy, so they just eat bamboo, and their teeth are all messed up.
That is crazy.
Something you learn.
Yep. Learn something new every day.
I hope this Kunkka
this
learns.
Juggernaut lane seems to be going pretty well versus the Kunkka Snapfire.
Well, like lasted wise or just damage wise?
Just in terms of how much they're able to contest. I think the last hit comes in with effectively skill level, I guess. And the Kunkka's doing pretty well, but in contrast to the previous game, this GoG safe lane is not going too badly. I
Top
take
lane.
that back. The Juggernaut is sitting in the jungle.
Reaper Queefer brought down, chased down by that bear. Odyssey, they found the combo, the magic combo with this frost shield. Reaping the benefits. And Kunkka, offlane Kunkka. So it's been around for a while, but it's definitely been picked up a lot more recently.
Yeah, I'd say from about 2 patches ago. We saw Ramses from Easy playing it a lot. And what's nice about the Kunkka is that he's still effective with a few items. So getting things like Spirit Vessel and Halberd on him are quite easy. And then obviously if your game is going very well, you can pick up things like Radiance, just stuff that does a lot of damage whilst also being utility for your team.
Rolling Stoner pops out the Blade Fury quite early. Bottom there, it's just a rune secure, so I guess it's okay. But I thought that maybe Meneer could make a play from that opportunity. Jack.
The torrented landed.
He's still not going to max that frost shield. You know how much work it would do if you put 4 points in it? Because right now he's using a lot of health to multi-shot and this Ogre Magi. Actually, no, never mind. It seems to be okay. Lone Druid's entered the fray. The bear gonna nuke and chow through this Drow Ranger. Super Saiyan gonna go for the TP out. He might just make it, no, because bears root. In case you didn't know. And when they root you, you can't TP. The bring back. Shaso Phoenix. Gonna try go for the X-Torrent into the Tidebringer play, but I think he missed the Tidebringer. They do get the kill, though, onto the Juggernaut, which is the big thing.
That is the big thing. I think with the Lich skill builds, Cappy, I like the Frost Blast. It's so much damage, and it's not just, you know, single target. Yes, you have to target a hero, but there's area damage around it. So what it's doing is it's slowing the enemy, reducing attack speed, as well as a large nuke, and it's doing damage in an area. So I mean, if you have 2 enemy heroes close by, it's actually so much value.
I need to try reskill my Lich then. So we got to earn up, does Jax. Skip the boots part, but
well, that's very decent.
Very
farm
early
on
earn.
position
Yeah.
5.
Dire's courier has been slain.
But who gets the courier? GoG kills Shadow Friend's courier. I don't know how he let it walk so far forward. They were just sitting in the middle of the river.
I would imagine that I got hit by the side blades.
Is that a once-off kill? We need 2 hits still.
Is it walking?
It's walking. No, what
No,
level is he?
it's
No,
flying.
it's flying.
It's flying. No, that's 1 hit.
Inkswell, top lane. They're going to use the Ogre Magi to bully his way forward, but the Odyssey Bear, the Panda Bear, just roots up Grimstroke. Rolling Stoner force use the Blade Fury to farm that hard camp. Mid lane, Holocoat turns around for the double raise. Might have to be careful here. The Fallen seems quite hungry to go. He's actually going to try once again. One man up. He's got Refraction up in 2 seconds. He could be able to get it off in time. It looks like he will. Brings down Shadow Fiend. Very well played by the Fallen. Jax comes in with a Sinister Gaze. Turns with the Frostboss. Does get the kill. But I'm sure Templar Assassin will be more than happy to take that exchange. XP being given his way. Rolling Stoner forced to use the Healing Ward.
During all of that, we didn't point out that the Juggernaut had rotated into the top lane and the Drow into the bot, but Drow comes into lane, is immediately killed by the boat torrent combo from the Kunkka, so she's not having the best of games here.
Oh no. Yep, struggling, just got 2 Wraith Bands, Gust onto Snap Fire. The Torrent not going to hit anything, the multi-shot does though. Chips away quite a bit of Mr. Phoenix's HP as they use the Mortimer Cookie. Drow in a difficult position. Reaver Queever pops the Fairy Fire. They do get the X-Off onto a Ho, and it's not under tower range, so Meneer will pick that up cleanly and easily. A little bit of an overextension from Drow.
Yeah, but it's also, this is indicative of the issues with GoG's draft in that your rotation that's coming in is an underfarmed Drow Ranger. If it was something with a stun or something more utility, you know, they maybe would have gotten something out of it. Instead, you have a Drow Juggernaut early game trying to fight into a Kunkka Snapfire. Never going to end well for you.
Radiant's top tower needs bandages.
How's this bear looking? It's got a mom. I'd hope. It has a Mask of Madness, sorry. Yes, it does. Holocoat, once again taking lots of fury from this Templar Assassin, the Fallen. He picked up 2 solo kills mid. So Holocoat needs to be a little bit careful. Doesn't want to feed more into this. You know, you don't want TA to snowball, do you?
No.
Rolling Stoner, he's got an Ink Swell on him with the Blade Fury opening onto Juggernaut. He's got the Omni Slash, but there's not enough mana to get it off, so Shadow Fiend's going to turn around with the Boat Torrent combo and the Snap Fire with the Fire Snap Cookie. Snuns up Juggernaut so he can't keep right-clicking. They bring down Rolling Stoner. X now, Shadow Fiend's not quite done. Gets one more Tidebringer off. There's the Scatter Blast Sphere. He won't want to dive the tower. Vic will just survive. Solves up 2. Great play though by Meneer. They pick up a Juggernaut for relatively nothing, and he gets the deny to the neutral creeps. Oh, you cheeky man.
You son of a gun.
You son of a gun.
You rapscallion. It's quite interesting to note that the Shadow Fiend, despite having died mid a few times, is still ahead in net worth. He's just farming more efficiently than TA, which is a little bit sad to see. TA obviously being able to take stacks just as well, but the Fallen has obviously been staying in lane, which might be the concern here.
They're making a move middle onto the Fallen. And Shadow Fiend Reckoning of Soul's going to pop up, but he already had the Refraction charges up. It's going to be more than enough damage. The fear preventing TA from making any sort of response. Good communication from Meneer. A bear though taking top tier 1.
Yeah, and I see that the bear is going Desolator, so looks like they just want to end early here. Meneer wants to take buildings and win the game. Maybe they're trying to beat their previous game's timing.
Reaver Queefer just in the dog. This is a POS 1 draw with sub 2k. POS 3 draw with it's a POS 3 draw, sorry. Okay, enough said, but yeah, don't do this in your pub games, boys and girls.
Yeah, don't try this at home, kids.
There's a reason you play it in certain positions. Not going to be able to help her team for quite some time, if ever. Soulbind already thrown out. Doesn't only finds Kunkka, you know. They position themselves quite well there. Frost Blast, Sapphire Cookie. Oh, Phoenix turns at the wrong time. Bounces it back towards his ally. This guy's from the Reaver Queefer. The Reaver Queefer. Reaver Queefer. You could probably sell that and patent it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Holocode's almost got the SB.
Radiant structures have
Shadow
been
Blade.
secured.
Who's that, sorry?
Holocode, the Shadow Friend. Shadow
Okay.
Fiend. Is that a big game change? Well, I mean, they're already doing quite well, so it's probably pretty big.
Yeah, I think it is big, and I think it's It's that item that the Shadow Fiend needs to be able to get around and start contributing to fights.
Well, man, this is the strength of Meneer's lineup. Just these huge ultimates, Boats, Chain Frost, Mortimer's Kisses. And Drow Ranger and Ogre Magi are no more.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation.
Tier 1 bottom will fall.
Radiant's
Chasser Phoenix, he's got the Vlads. Looking to work his way towards the Rads if he has the game that he would like. Juggernaut just seems to not give a damn. He's going to Blade Fury in immediately onto this Snapfire, but Jack's there with the Frost Shield. The Omni Slash comes out too. Frost Shield just soaking up all the damage. So much damage reduction, and now Meneer can just let hell loose on this Juggernaut. Turns with the X into the boat combo. They find the kill. Rolling Stoner, not too sure what the plan of action was there.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what he was doing there. Well played by Meneer though in securing the kill, waiting out the spin.
Yeah, letting
switching
Omni soak up into
into the creeps. So it's well done.
sort of really a comment on how these games have gone so far.
Yeah.
I mean, the Fallen can't bring down this Lich with that Frost Shield. It's still only level 2. He might want to try his luck onto Shasso Phoenix, who will be stunned up by the Ogre. There's the mild damage. Quite a lot coming out from this TA. Fallen, though. Enough mana for one more boat. He's going to soak up the Kunkka Rum, which is big for this Kunkka. Might want to turn around. Misses the Riptide, but doesn't matter. Mr. Neo Odyssey is there to kill off the Fallen. TA out of the fight now. Super Saiyan realizes he is just a dead man walking.
Oof. well played by Shasso Phoenix there. I guess it's the beauty of the Kunkka being able to draw out engagements like that. He's very difficult to kill, and they end up turning it around and getting kills on both the Ogre and the Templar Assassin.
While the rest of the team pressures mid. So
Yeah.
70k. Oh, it's just 70k net worth advantage. 40 minutes in. This sounds familiar. I think we've been here before.
I've seen this movie before, Cappy.
Yeah. We all know what happens from now.
Right, and that is a Deso complete on the Lone Druid Bear.
Ogre dead.
Oh boy.
And Vicky Vic, dodges the raise. And the Fallen, with the help of his other 2 cores, manages to bring down the support Snapfire.
Radiant's bottom tower is uninvited.
Just have a look at how this bottom tower is disappearing.
Can I... Did someone say building removal?
Jeepers.
This bay is huge.
Pile of dust. Dyer's middle tower is in the wrong.
Why is Lone Druid, like, what is it? Is it his attack speed? Is it the bear? Is it his ultimate rework? That's making him so cool. Holocode mid, big Requiem of Souls. They're going to turn around. Shadow Phoenix gets the X onto the Fallen. The Templar Assassin already burned through her refraction charges. Holocaust uses the Shadow Blade to try get some space forward. Soul Bind, they got the detection. They're under the tower. Super Saiyan, he gets the double man stun. Rolling Stoner now in there too. The Fallen will still fall. Funny enough, that Rolling Stoner commits the Omni Slash. Going to be onto the Frost Shield though. That just soaks up all the damage. Once again, this Lich proving his worth as he gets the gaze off onto Reefer Queen from the back. She wants to get the multi-shot off. Manages to just find it. Holocode, he's still so strong with the rest of his team behind him. That's 3 dead on the side of GoG. And Kunkka, he just gets a salve at the end of that. You know, he soaks it all up.
Radiant's
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I think lesson learned here that the Drow +3 was potentially not the pick. I'm not sure if it's something that GoG were comfortable with, or, you know, from previous games or whatever the case may be, but definitely being shown to not work in this draft.
Yeah, just falls, not doing anything.
Yeah. Not able to do anything. More like it. This is no flaming on any of the players. I just don't think it's the right hero for this game.
And Holocode picks himself up the haste rune 2. Can Meneer Roche? Is this an option for them? They do have the Deso on the bear, so it's a little bit of minus armor. Play it safe. Oh, and your druid and your bear each get an item. Nuts. There we go. Roshan will be gone on. This panda bear digging its claws into Roshan's back. There's no way that GoG contests this.
I don't even know if they know that they're doing it, to be honest with you.
They don't seem... I mean, there's no movement on this map. They're just getting items. Couriers dewarding. Roshan will fall. Who takes it? Will be Holocode or Odyssey? Will be Holocode. Immediately up GoG's high ground. No fear there. They know the D-Ward was there. 2-man Soulbind. As it would be. However, there's already a Frost Shield out onto Kunko. Meneer Odyssey brings down Vicky. Vic Super Saiyan going to follow too. As this Drow gets rooted up. Killed off as well. This bear just too large. Buybacks on both supports from GoG. As their tier 2 tower falls and they can just watch.
I think they
yeah,
definitely go for more here.
100%. No fear. Fire Snap Cookie doesn't find anyone to stun. But that's okay. Panda Bear, you do your thing, buddy. You do your thing. Nice gaze from Jack Jackson to TA. He throws over the Chain Frost. They need to get onto this Temple Assassin as quick as they can. Boat in. Well, it's going to be a lot of damage. It's more than enough to bring her down.
That's Starback on the Ogre. The Templar Assassin does not have buyback.
Jug just runs in for the Omni because that's what you got to do sometimes. 3-man Gust. I think this will be a GG. They call very quickly. Two excellently executed games from Meneer.
Yeah, very well played. I mean, it's not over yet, but it's over.
It's pretty much over.
Dire's top tower is not on top of it.
Yeah, the draw multi-shot not even tickling the Lich right now. That's
Yeah, she needs items. Sorry, guys.
yeah, she really
needs
does.
farm. That's why you pick a 1 or 2.
Yeah, 19 minutes treads and 2 race bands. Yeah.
Kunka, I think they're probably just gonna play this. Let Kunka get like rads. Like, why not? Let me end the game
Step lively now. Your admiral
with
is
the
Yeah.
DD to
double damage.
something could disappear if he finds.
Well,
support.
I like the Radiant's pick up in the Kunki here, even if they weren't so far ahead. And the reason being is that it's damage tick for the TA, but most importantly, it's damage in an area and it causes a mischance with, 3, if you want to include the Ogre, 4 heroes that are very much dependent on right click. And you're causing all of them to have a chance to miss. It's a great item, and it's on a very tanky Kunka that's not dying at the moment, which means you get the most value out of it. It's a good pickup. I like it.
All-man Torrent, Meneer set their eyes on this high ground, just trying to get the rest of the lanes in. And they still have Aegis up. I mean, there's Chrysalis 2 on Shadowfiend, Soulbind, out into 2 heroes. It seems like a last-ditch play by GoG, and it's going to end in absolute disaster. They couldn't even kill anyone.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Meneer are aware of this, but now that the TA or the Juggernaut have buyback, this should be
Game.
it, I feel. Yeah.
I mean, Bear also has Basher and Hyperstone. At 21 minutes in, that's a fat bear.
That is.
So the Radiant's top barracks admit their demise.
Panda Bear runs an instant first hit batch followed by a root. I mean, 3 hits onto a Grimstroke. Ogre Magi thrown up into the air. Sapphire Cookie onto 2. There's a Blade Fury from Rolling Stoner. Does he have Omni Slash? Yes, he does. He probably just wants to use it for the sake of it. Maybe pick up a kill. But this has been Meneer's game from game 1. And things haven't really changed. I like that. I never... Requiem of Souls into Mortimer's Kisses. That's actually a really cool combo.
Yeah. Very nice to see.
Radiant's middle tower
I think Meneer have actually treated us some really nice visuals, and in the previous game with the Grimstroke ulti into Lich ulti.
That was so cool. That was awesome. Things are going on.
have been secured.
They're gonna dust for Holocode. Holocode? Yeah. Wow. Wow. I've got the Meepo soundcast on, so he's just going Meepo like every 2 minutes of this game. Big fight. Spear comes in with a nice fire step cookie boss. They can't even bring down the Shadow Fiend. He's just got that little bit of extra HP and regen. Yeah. They're not going to call it though.
Oh yeah. Well,
That's
I mean,
fine. We've
get
seen
that
what we
out
need
of
to
your
see.
game, play
Yeah.
as long as you can. I don't mind that.
Does he have life steal? Oh, he's got vampire fangs. That's why. That's probably what kept him alive a little bit longer.
Yeah. And I think he wasn't scared. He has the Aegis.
He wasn't
Not
scared.
to
That's
worry.
also quite a fair point.
Radiant's Ancient is in a spot of trouble.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, way too much. So sorry. Fountain dive maybe? Odyssey? Yeah. Looks like he might want to do it. Where's Drow Ranger?
Okay. Alright, well played to both teams. Very well played to Meneer.
Very nice. I hope we can play more like
on the
this.
victory. And good luck to both teams going forward. Thanks, Cappy.
Cheers, thank you, Tupono.
Yeah.